Hello everyone, and welcome back to SaltClan, where I don't think that any of us in the StarClan lineup have been prepared for the events of last time with Squirrel Clan, or are prepared for the much more lighthearted events this time with SaltClan. Because friends, we're gonna jump right off of the sea cliffhanger that I left you all with last time. And, Seawish found an abandoned litter. Our elder mediator, Seawish, possibly in her journey back and forth between SaltClan and the other clans, actually found an abandoned litter of kittens and decided to adopt them as her own. You guys are not ready for the kittens. Trust me. Also, it's worth noting that Cave Spec no longer has a runny nose, and Dunlin Whale no longer has a runny nose, and I'm thinking that Cave Spec does have a little bit of, Twitter-pated heart eyes going on, and I wonder if she would temporarily abandon her role as Medicine Cat, even if that leaves the clan a little bit exposed, so that she could just follow Dunlin Whale around if he's available for a few moons and go on quote-unquote training sessions where she's trying to get it through his mind that she's interested. And that may be how we deal with the idea of how do we help our medicine cats also fall in love when the only kind of missions you can go on with a medicine cat is herb collecting, and the romantic things really only happen in training sessions. And it would be a good trade-off for having multiple medicine cats. Like, yeah, you can be a medicine cat, but you're probably going to be too busy to really find love. And then maybe while you're a medicine cat with kits, you have to like stay out of the medicine cat den because you have to take care of the kits in the nursery. So I think that's a good trade-off for having so many medicine cats, is that if they want their lives to develop in other arenas, they kind of have to pick between their duties or building a family. And I like that compared to just forbidding them outright from having kits or a mate, because that's always squeaked me out and I just really don't like that at all. So, all of that said, I'll drag this out just one more second by pointing out that poor Briantail got his paw stuck in a two-leg trap and sprained it. And I really think that may be a sign, even though it breaks his heart a bit, that he's probably just suddenly too old to go out and help the way he wanted to and make this clan stronger. However, I think that actually, instead of going out and training the cats in how to fight and how to hunt and how to patrol the border like he wanted to do, Briantail is going to be needed in the clan, especially by the other elder, Seawish, because she's gonna need all hands on deck for these kittens. You guys! Look at this! Do you see how many kittens are here? Do you see this? Oh my gosh, and I can't believe it. Cave Spec is actually talking to Dunlin Whale. I'm sitting here in complete shock, because that, you can't control how they show up when you come back over here. Oh, dang it, no, this is Cave Spec. I'm squinting really hard. Who's this then? Aw, man! Alright, Dunlin Whale is down here with Briantail, checking in on Briantail's sprain. Aw, I thought that was going to be really fun plot drama, but instead we actually have Cave Spec talking to Splash over here. Maybe about the fact that, about Dunlin Whale. He looks so nice, don't you think? So, yeah, we'll focus on the casual encounters and rolling for those in just a second, because we have a lot of kittens. Friends, Seawish is staring off into space, perhaps somewhat stunned, because she has just gotten a huge family. We now have five kittens. We have 5 kittens! 5 of them, look! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kittens! What? Like, what the heck? There's so many of them. Like, this is where I really wonder if the fresh kill pile like mechanic that hasn't been fully implemented in the game yet, where if you have like too many cats and you're not hunting enough successfully, then you don't have enough to eat. This is where I wonder if I need to like jerry rig some sort of mechanic to check in on that, because this is a little ridiculous. There's so many kittens. There's so many. But let me introduce you guys to SaltClan, who is currently looking around the camp with wonder, a charming young female who is 1 moon old. Just 1 moon. I imagine maybe some sort of evil two-leg who doesn't take the extremely important and necessary step of spaying and neutering their cats and just like doesn't help them take care of the kittens, loaded them up in a little box and just threw them on the beach and left. And Sea-Wish happened to be right there. And she's got such a faithful, loving heart. And she probably thought, of course, this is what the clan is for, isn't it? Being able to rely on one another when you need help. And who could possibly need help more than these tiny, helpless, defenseless little kittens? And so we have SaltClan looking around the camp with wonder right now. She is a charming little kitten. We also have KITTENS, who is looking around the camp with wonder as well. He is a bouncy little, or she is a bouncy little kitten, which is so cute. Also, all of these names came from our wonderful patrons who created a salty list of sea-themed names for me. Let's just say there's going to be some really interesting ones in the future. These ones are going to be kind of normal and tame, but because we used them, I mean, come on, pineapple, parasol, spout, I love that. There's also KITTENS, also a female who is noisy. So she got the name KITTENS because she kind of makes as much noise as a seagull does. KITTENS is sweet. And look at those little spots. Oh my gosh. And KITTENS is also sweet. And look at all of these spots. He is the only one of the cats who is a male, actually. So we have all sweet kittens. And like sweet and charming kittens. One is noisy and one is bouncy, and they're all adorable. 4 girls, 1 boy. And you guys, why are they all sweet and charming when every kitten we end up adopting in SaltClan is like troublesome or causes mischief? Well, except for Primrose Paw. She never does that, and she never did. She was always compassionate. But I just think it's hilarious that all of the other kittens we've ever had in SaltClan, like, are definitely on the I cause trouble scale of things. And Sea-Wish just walks home with these 5 little angels that have now come to join SaltClan. Also, because I skipped away from the screen, I'm just going to go ahead and like roll now for the catchable encounters, because it looks like one of the kittens is visiting with coral waves. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to figure out who's who. I know this one's Piper right over here. Is there another kitten over here? 1 second. Let's see. I don't think so. So I think that Boots Paw and Fishbone Fang are talking to themselves, just each other. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so just each other, because there's the 5 kittens. Sea-Wish is just kind of sitting in the tide pools, staring around in awe. There's so many kittens here. This is amazing. And then this little one, is that Gale? Is Gale talking to coral waves? Let me roll the random event generator before we, whoops, okay, well, I'm gonna close that, I didn't look. Let me roll the dice. I do not get to pick what kind of encounter this is, so it's gonna be complicated, because I think, let's see, 1 like, 2 dislike, oh no, lost 4 respect, but we didn't have any to begin with, 2 comfort, 2 jealousy, and 2 trust gained. Okay, so it's a little bit of a complicated thing, because I think maybe there's Coral Waves was just shocked to see so many kittens around. It brought back slightly unpleasant memories of growing up in that bookshop on the boardwalk where her mother had an endless amount of kittens all of the time. So I don't think she's super excited, but she wants to know how Splash is doing. That's lovely. Which one of the kittens? KITTENS for sure. So I think Bouncy, Trouncy, KITTENS just kind of reminded Coral Waves of the chaos that is also, you know, a little bit warm and cozy with the comfort, a little bit just like cute, but also a little bit jealousy provoking that a whole bunch of kittens running around can do. So we're gonna say that's why they got that relationship event. And then we had Fishbone Fang talking to Boots Kit. So let's roll again. I'm gonna roll the dice. Oh, I get to pick what kind. Okay, Boots Kit can be a little bit of a stinker. What's he doing right now? Let's see what his mood is, and then I'm gonna decide. So Bootspaw, oh, he's feeling unappreciated, and Fishbone Fang is boasting about his loyalty to the clan. Oh, well, on the one hand, I think it's good he's talking about being loyal to the clan, but if Bootspaw is feeling unappreciated, I think that he'd actually be feeling kind of conflicted about the whole boasting, like maybe he's not good enough. And that sucks, and I really hope poor Bootskit doesn't get overlooked in between the dramatic romance of the adult cats and then all of these kittens. So we're gonna have this be a complicated result. All right, so, oh, 5 platonic like, no dislike gained, 4 respect gained, 1 comfort gained, 2 jealousy gained. Oh wow, that actually turned out really positive. That's amazing. Like, they didn't have any romance anyway, and so basically, I think Bootskit feels unappreciated, but he also feels like maybe the clan has something going on, maybe. All right, good job, Fishbone Fang. Wow. There's so many kittens. What am I gonna do with all of you? Oh my gosh, like, do we have enough medicine all of a sudden? Like Splash is lecturing Bootspaw on the warrior code. No wonder he's having such a hard day. Aw, that's really, that kind of sucks, to be honest. Also, how much, let's see. Your medicine cats are content with how many herbs they have stocked up. Okay, so we can take care of up to 63 clan members. We have a ridiculous amount of herbs. This is just bonkers. Sandpaw still has her eyes hurt, unfortunately. Brinetail, he's trying to spar with some clanmates. Oh, you guys, I think he's trying to push himself to do training, even though he has a sprain. No, you can't do that, Brinetail. I really think that maybe the time may come to go ahead and switch him over to a mediator or let him retire. And he won't be a warrior anymore. He's 122 moons. I mean, he got that sprain. Let's see what Fishbone Fang is thinking today, or not Fishbone Fang, pardon me. What Salty, Salt Star, the leader, is thinking today. Because maybe Salty or Dunlin Whale, since I think Dunlin Whale was actually checking on Brian Paw. Maybe they are actually like thinking about like, okay, this is suddenly going to be really hard because suddenly all of the food in the clan is on the shoulders of 3 apprentices, 1 leader, 1 deputy, and like 1 warrior, I think. Yep, that's how it pans out. And we have 5 kittens, but Brinetail, maybe we should go ahead and let you retire. So Dog Hunter, he's feeling unappreciated. Oh my gosh. And Dunlin Whale was recently caught humming to himself. Well, that fits. All right, I'm gonna say that they are gonna apologize, but ask Brinetail not to retire yet. I really hope that doesn't turn out badly because they need help with taking care of everybody in the clan like this. All right, let's see how everybody else is doing today. Cave Speck is feeling down. Oh, I wonder if she's looking out her little cave at all of those little kittens and she's going, wait a second, maybe I want to have like the experience of being able to have a family. And maybe she's also thinking about the clan she lost. Seeing it grow so suddenly, being surrounded by cats and kittens, I could see where that made her reflect on what she doesn't have anymore. And that takes her back for just a minute. And hopefully she can have a good day today. We might even send her out with Dunlin Whale on the sparring thing, just to see if we can cheer her up a little bit, especially because he was humming to himself. And maybe she'll see hope in this new clan. Meanwhile, Coral Waves is wondering how Splash is doing, and Splash is lecturing Bootspaw on the warrior code. Seawish staring off into space. Brinetail, yep, he's trying his best he just can't seem to get up to go help, but he's trying so hard. And Fishbone Fang boasting about his loyalty. I suppose that means that he's going to take Doompaw and they're going to go do something dangerous, like probably like a border patrol, I think, if he's boasting about his loyalty. Sandpaw wants to show their mentor they are smart, skilled, and talented. That's kind of full of yourself just a wee bit there, Sandpaw, but like maybe, you know what? Sandpaw has the righteous sort of personality trait, and she's been injured for 2 moons now because of the cuts to her eyes. And I think maybe she's feeling a little bit of panic but she wants to reassure Tail and perhaps even encourage him to rest and not have to push himself so hard. That she is smart, she's talented, she's skilled, even though her experience is quite low, so that Tail will rest. I'm actually going to say that it sounds egotistical, but it's her way of trying to reassure the older cat that he doesn't have to take all of the clan onto his shoulders. Doompaw, worried that others are judging them. I think that's probably because she's suddenly like, whoa, wait a second. Everything is getting really serious. What do you mean we have to feed all of these like screaming kittens? Yeah, that's why Coral Waves had a grudge against you, Doompaw. And yeah, Bootspaw feeling unappreciated. Holy cats. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. Let's go and do our patrols. There's only a handful of cats who can patrol. And I think, yeah, I mean, 3 of these cats are medicine cats. All right, so I think Boots, Paw, and Dunlin Whale are actually supposed to be like mentor and apprentice, and they don't really get along very well. So I think that that's why Cave Spec is feeling down, because as long as there's an apprentice, we almost always have to take the apprentice out on patrol. It's the responsibility of a mentor, and I think maybe that's why Cave Spec is feeling down, because it means she's not going to get a chance to go ahead and take a stroll with Brian, or with, excuse me, with Dunlin Whale. Sorry, he has the same color as Brian Paw. All right, and actually that means, come here, Bootspaw. Yes, yes, yes. I know you don't want to have him as your mentor, but that's the way it's supposed to be. All right, Dunlin Whale. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have the cats with, yeah, we're gonna have the cats with the apprentices go out. Should they go out all together since Dunlin Whale hasn't been feeling good? Fishman Fang's been bragging. And then Dog Hugger, I feel like we'll go ahead and we'll have Dog Hugger go with one. And then who's the first cat? Okay, Fishbone Fang. Dog Hugger is gonna go with Fishbone Fang and Doompaw. And let's go and do a border patrol, because Fishbone Fang was bragging about his loyalty, right? There are dark clouds on the horizon, and Dog Hugger Saltstar wonders if they should continue. Oh man, a sudden storm? Okay. Well, we're an adventurous leader who's loyal, and we have a sneaky Doompaw who's about to grow up and wants to prove herself. So we're gonna proceed, even though I think Dog Hugger Saltstar is kind of like, feels a little ripple up his back of like, maybe this isn't such a good idea. But he's adventurous, and I think Doompaw, being sneaky and feeling like restless, wants to prove herself because she turns 11 moons next moon. So oh. Oh. There's a downpour, and a sudden flood from the overflowing river sweeps all the cats in the patrol away. Dog Hugger Saltstar yells out a warning, and most of the patrol are able to act quickly, striking out strongly for passing pieces of driftwood. But Fishbone Fang doesn't make it, sinking beneath the water. Boasting of his loyalty to the clan and SaltClan. Friends, I honestly think that just broke Dog Hugger Salty's adventurous spirit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Also he's now injured, shock, grief-stricken. He can't do anything. Dunlin Whale doesn't know yet, because like we're gonna say that just happened. And how's Doompaw doing? She's injured. She's in shock because she saw a cat she really admired and was looking forward to being at the side at and learning from for many, many moons to come die in front of her. And I wonder if that would change her personality from sneaky to something else too. We have to wrap up the patrols. Okay, because they don't know this is happening. Dunlin Whale and Bootspaw are gonna go out, trying to get a little bit of food for the clan. since we desperately need it. They check the border lines, and they hear an odd sound coming from a patch of beach grass. Ambitious and childish, and Dunlum Whale has been feeling like the responsibility has been on his shoulders for quite a while, so proceed. Dunlum Whale pads towards the grass to check it out when a rabbit suddenly burst out. None of the cats are quick enough to catch it, but at least the noise was nothing dangerous. And then finally we have our 3 medicine cats, who are headed out, chit-chatting to one another. They have no idea. I think that Coral Waves suddenly feels like crying and can't explain it, but they're off on an herb gathering expedition when that hits her. As the medicine cat's patrol pads out into SaltClan territory, Splash tells Cave Speck about a dream they had last night and what the StarClan vision could mean for SaltClan. So she told Cave Speck, and Cave Speck has been feeling like she's going crazy and feels a little down lately. They have an in-depth conversation about Splash's vision as they walk. By the time they head back to camp, they have a good idea of what they should do with the information, with lungwort, oak leaves, and marigold gathered during the patrol. If that went badly, I was going to say Cave Speck might leave the medicine cat den if she can't interpret the StarClan signs, because here we are. Oh. Now what, you know? Now what? Well, I mean, Dunlum Whale might have to step up as the leader in a way, because he's the only one who can like mediate this time. The medicine cats might try to go around, like making sure that no one is too grief struck. We'll go ahead and we'll do that just really quickly, because to be honest, I feel stunned too. I feel like Dunlum Whale I feel like he would definitely console Salty somehow. And it looks like, oh, he's Dunlum Whale. He really is stepping up as a great deputy. Because the 2 cats he's going to console are Salty and Doonpaw, who saw all of that happen. And I'm going to roll. Well, obviously I don't need to, actually. There's no romance, so he's going to mediate. He's going to mediate. There's no dislike. I think even though this was a terrible event, Doonpaw's gained a lot of trust in Salty. Perhaps wrongly placed, but Salty did tell her to grab on to the driftwood at the last moment. And then Cave Speck is feeling quite down. I think she's really wondering if she should be a mediator. And Piper, Kit, and Salty. Is that how we're gonna have this go this time, Cave Speck? But I think that that's okay, because this is just like when things are suddenly happening, this is just the way it works. And Coral Waves is wondering how Splash is doing, so we'll have Splash go ahead and visit with little Gale Kit, who apparently she already likes quite a bit, and Coral Waves will be watching Splash play with Gale Kit. And I think that all of the cats are going to be coming back soon. Sea was staring into space. Perhaps she knew something was going to happen. And I think that she and Shellkit will pad up to Doonpaw as the shocked young apprentice comes back. And the charming little Shellkit, even though she's so small and just following Seawish around, will be present to try to go ahead and console Doonpaw and let her know that Fishbone Fang is in the hands of StarClan now.